Boom, it's here, folks. A real-time AI voice changer. This is Vocoflex from Dreamtonics. Let's check it out real quick here. Let you hear how it sounds. Then I'll show you how to use it. All right. So we're going to use this sample here.
It's been hard to breathe.
Right. So a male vocal, and then we can sweep between other audio files or, created voices and change that in real time. So here we go. Let's turn this on. We'll start on a sample that's pretty close to his original voice.
It's been hard to breathe with the weight of the world on my chest. At times it seems the all I ever get are just hard times and dark nights and sleepless tossing and turning. Maybe one night I'll win one fight.
Isn't that cool how you can do that in real time? So being that this is real time, you could actually use this for live uses. Now, right now, I don't have the real time button turned on, so there's a little more latency. If I turn it on right now, because I have so much stuff running on my computer, I'll get a few glitches here.
It's dark nights.
Right, so that's why I don't have it on. But you can, change your overall quality here to highest quality, lower quality, whatever you want. Again, real time if you want to use this live. Now, for this vocal sample here on the females, if it's not, if it doesn't sound exactly right to you, so let's hear that again.
Weight of the world on my chest.
Right. That's because the timbre of the female vocal here is obviously much higher than the male vocal. So we can use our tuner here, just open that up, and you'll see right there a little tuning. So let's look at this here. So you see that we're
the all I ever get are just hard times and dark nights.
about -3 or so off. So let's pull this up around 3 or 4, and then we should have a pretty good female vocal.
With the weight of the world on my chest, at times
there we go.
It seems the all I ever get are just hard times and dark nights and sleepless tossing and turning. Maybe one night I'll win one fight.
And then for this sample here, which this sample is my sample, it's a little bit lower than the actual vocal.
This time I've been...
So in that case, I might want to take it down a bit to more match my voice. So check this out here.
And the world on my chest, at times it seems the all I ever get are just hard times.
Bypass it.
Dark nights and sleepless tossing and turning. Maybe one night I'll win one fight. All this time I've been learning. Yeah.
All right. So again, if you import like a female vocal sample or something, it's not quite matching up, you can always just use your tuner here to get that exactly where you want it. All right. So now we'll go over how to use this. All right, so I'll grab Vocoflex and just throw it on our sample here. And this is what you're going to start out with, nothing.
Breathe with the weight of the world on my chest.
So then we can import vocal samples of any sort of singer that you want to sound like and switch between, different kinds of voices. So we come over here to my files and let me find some vocal samples.
Lovers left lying in the dark.
All right, that will work. So we'll just grab this audio file, throw it right in. Of course, you can throw it from your Explorer or your Finder on Mac. This is Vocoflex from Dreamtonics. And what this is, throw it in, it will analyze that audio. And then you can see it's represented right here. Now, each of these dots represents a little tiny portion of the timbre of that audio file. Okay, we can use this here to, sweep between which ones that we want to focus around or all of them. You can also make this larger or smaller. That really comes into play once you have more samples in here. But right now, we just play that.
At times it seems
There we go.
the all I ever get are just
Again,
hard times and dark
The input's a little different, so I'd probably pull this up.
nights and sleepless tossing and turning.
There we go.
Maybe one night I'll win one fight.
Again, the original.
All this time I've been learning.
But where this gets really cool is whenever you start to import multiple samples. So let's go for something here. Now, your samples, your vocal samples, only really need to be around 10 seconds or so. 10 to 20 seconds, that's all you really need. Of course, it should be clean, no effects, right? So let me pull in, let me let you hear this one here first.
You are all I want.
All right, so different female vocal. Throw that in there. It's going to analyze it real quick. All right, and there we are. Now we have it over here.
Out on my chest, at times it seems.
And then we can even blend them together.
All I ever get are just hard times and dark nights.
Okay. Of course, keep going on. Find more vocals. All right, so here's a male vocal.
Haven't slept in weeks. We be sipping on Coronas through the night at the beach.
Okay. Let's just throw that in here. And there it is.
It's sleepless, tossing and turning. Maybe
Turn it down
one
there.
night I'll win one fight. All this time I've been learning.
All right, so that's how you can import your own vocal samples, but you can also create voices. So click this button right here. It's going to generate a voice based on masculine to feminine, and then the overall tone up top.
I have not given in.
So whatever you like.
The art of not
Say it like that.
giving in.
Choose apply, and there that one is right there. You can keep doing this. So we can hit random, give us a different shade, different color.
It's been hard to breathe
That's a cool one.
with the weight of the world on my chest.
Apply that there. Then of course sweep between them.
The all I ever get are just
You can use your mouse to make that circle larger or smaller. You're getting more connections or fewer, as you can see there. Okay.
dark times and dark nights and sleepless tossing and turning. Maybe one night I'll win one fight.
So that's pretty cool that we have AI voice changing, voice morphing right here in our DAW. Now this is based on AI, but it's not connected to the cloud. Okay. So for some people who don't want to be, some AI voice changers you have to upload and then download. This is all done on your computer. All right. So over here you have your input volume, pretty simple to figure out. Right here you can click that and you can import samples there, but it's just easier to drag them in. We already went over your highest quality or your other quality options, your real time, and then your settings over here, different languages. And you also have MIDI control of this. So if you don't want to be using your mouse to click or to drag, you can actually set up a MIDI keyboard to change things for you. So you can just come in here and you could say, let me set a waypoint first. So give yourself a new waypoint, add a plus, wherever you want there. You can add different waypoints there. You can control this with, here's a computer keyboard, so assign a shortcut key, or we can do a MIDI keyboard. Then you can just hop around to your different waypoints. All right, so that's pretty cool, especially if you're going to use this in real time. All right, and also whenever you set up a bunch of different voices that you like, you can always save that as a preset up there. All right, so that is the operation of it. Let's go back to what we had previously. Let me just get rid of that one. Come back to this Vocoflex, and I also have the new BX Aura on this here.
It's been hard to breathe with the weight of the world on my.
Okay, so why might you use this? Well, other than just changing the overall sound of a voice, changing genders of a voice, creating demos. If you have a male voice but you've created a song for a female singer, you can always use this to change the overall gender, send her a demo, then she could sort of get an idea of what you want it to sound like. You can also use it to, of course, create things like harmonies and stuff like that. So we'll do a harmony real quicker. Let me bypass this.
Feeling lost and out of place. Empty eyes look
Okay, turn this on.
upon my face.
Nowhere to go, nowhere to.
Maybe I want it to be higher here. Let's just see what that sounds like.
Empty eyes look upon
I actually think it's fine on 0.
the eyes look upon my face. Nowhere to go.
Okay, that one sounds pretty good overall. So I'll leave that setting there. I'll just grab my stuff here. I'm going to bounce that to a new track. It's going to run that audio through the effect and give us a whole new track that is already affected. So this track here doesn't have any, there's no plugins on this track here.
Feeling lost and out of place.
Awesome. Then we'll bring in the original. Let me just grab these and unmute all of those. There we go. Then let me come in here, make sure I turn that one off. So we have our original and then the affected here. Just solo those two.
Feeling lost and out of place.
Pretty cool, right?
Empty eyes look up.
Of course, if I wanted to add maybe a male vocal to that.
On my fate, nowhere to go.
Nowhere to run. I just want.
I think I'll use my vocal. So I just recorded a little clip of me talking and then I just threw that right in here. So let's use that one.
Feeling lost and out of place.
It's good enough for our purposes, right? Again, depends on how this works in your DAW. All right, then I'll grab these and unmute those events. That's just because, Studio One automatically mutes that stuff for you. So now, on just that track right here is the male vocal.
I'm lost and out of place.
Right? Bypass that on the original, of course.
Feeling lost and out of place.
There we go.
Empty eyes look upon my face.
Then I could add delays, reverbs, any other effects that I want. So just that quick, if I wasn't talking through it, you could create a vocal harmony in about 35 seconds or so. It really doesn't take that long at all.
My fate.
So that's pretty cool.
To go, nowhere to run.
All right, so that is Vocoflex, folks. Of course, like I said, you can get as crazy as you want with this. So if you really want to, make some chip tune or make some high voices or very low voices, you can do that too. Let's try that. Let's pull this way down here just for fun here.
Been hard to breathe with the weight of the world on my chest. At times it seems the all I ever get are just hard times in dark nights, in sleepless tossing and turning. Maybe one night I'll win one fight.
Or the other way.
Oh, this time I've been learning the art of not giving in.
The art of not giving up.
If you want to do some vocal effects.
Hard to breathe with the weight of the world.
So that sounds silly, but there's actually music out there that uses really high-pitched and really low-pitched voices. So you could actually use this for that very simply here.
The world on my chest.
Sometimes it seems that all I get are just hard times.
I think it sounds silly, but it's actually a very popular style of music. Why? I don't know why, but it actually is. Again, you can get super creative with this here. Let me show you something else I did. I just playing around with this, just trying it out. And I thought, you know what? What if I import the sound of drums and pianos and things like that and apply that to a voice? Again, not really what this is meant for, but you can get as creative as you want. So here we have let me bypass it here.
Follow me with your eyes, I believe how much.
All right, so it's a vocal. Let me pop it on here. And again, I just threw in some vocal sample here, threw in some drums, some percussion, some synth in here. So let's hear that.
Follow me with your eyes, I believe how
That's
much
drums.
you fantasize about this. Follow me with your eyes, I believe how much you fantasize about this.
Actually, I think it sounds pretty cool over here on this lead.
Follow me with your eyes, I believe how much you fantasize about.
So I could just grab some, let me find some weird sample here. All right, here's a bass. Again, not what this is meant for. Let's just throw that in there and just, I don't know. Let's see what happens. I guess it's over here now.
About this. Follow me with your eyes, I believe how much you fantasize about this. about this.
And then start pitching things.
Follow me with yours.
I believe how much you fantasize about this.
About this. Follow me with yours.
Much you fantasize about this.
All right, so get as creative as you want with Vocoflex. Really cool new AI voice changing plugin here. Let's hear this one more time, then I'll show you where to get it. All right, let's hear this again.
With the weight of the world on my chest, at times it seems that all I ever get are just hard times and dark nights
And sleepless tossing and turning.
maybe one night.
Just real quick, you know.
One fight.
All this time I can learn
The art
part of not
giving in.
I mean, just seamlessly, real time, switch between, morph between voices right here. That's pretty cool, man.
With the weight of the world on my
Oh,
chest.
by the way, you can also change the name of the things that you import. So I could click on this one here. I can edit it, and I could change the name. I can also get rid of samples by clicking that trash right there. But that's pretty self-explanatory. You know?
It's been hard to breathe.
in dark nights and sleepless tossing and turning. Maybe one night.
All right. Of course, you can make your harmony from that if you want. All right. We know what to do now. Unmute that stuff. Pop that off because we have the affected down here without any effects on it.
I win one fight. It's been
Bring in the original.
Hard to. All I ever get are just hard times and dark nights and sleepless tossing and turning. Maybe one night I'll win one fight.
Sounds pretty cool. Real quick, build up that harmony. Again, if I want to add a really high one here, we can pitch that up by 12.
Hard to breathe.
With the weight of the world on my chest, at times it seems
That's cool.
that all I ever get are just hard times and dark nights and sleepless tossing and turning.
All right, I like that there. I know it sounds kind of weird on its own, but once you combine it with everything else, it can start sounding pretty cool. Turn that down, bring all three of them in, and we got...
It's been hard to breathe. With the weight of the world on my chest, at times it seems.
All right, so you get the idea. That's pretty cool, though. How you can do all of this in real time just by dragging in any sort of sample, any sort of sound. You know, you want to sound like a certain singer, drag in a sample and make yourself sound like, you know, whoever you want.
Deep in your love, I can't get enough.
Maybe I like that.
But
Drag it right in, no problem. Let it analyze. Awesome. Let's pop this down. Maybe around there. Let's try that.
In the world on my chest, at times it seems.
There we go.
That all I ever get are just hard times and dark nights.
And again, blend
and
it
sleepless
with other voices. Make this larger here.
that are just hard times and dark nights and sleepless
Tossing and turning. Maybe one night I'll win one fight.
all this time I've
Again, create or generate your own voices too.
been learning the art of not giving in. The art of not giving in.
So you can create voices that have never been heard before. You
The
know?
world on my chest, at times it seems. The all I ever get are just hard times and dark nights and sleepless tossing and turning.
Maybe one night I'll win one fight. All this time I've been learning
The art of
not giving in.
It's just so cool, man.
The art of not giving in.
Again, seamless. Once again, if you're using it in real time, you might want to take the time to set up your different MIDI shortcuts or even keyboard shortcuts to quickly switch between things. All right, so that's it, folks. The future is here. AI voice transformation of any voice that you want. Just pull it in, copy it. Of course, only use things that you have the rights to use, but you can copy any sort of vocal sound that you want. And even, like I said, blend between them, create voices that have never been heard before very easily here with Vocoflex from Dreamtonics. So if you want to pick this up for yourself, head right over here. Brand new Vocoflex just came out just a couple days ago. Vocoflex is a video there that you can watch. Real-time voice creation and transformation plugin. I should also mention this can also be a standalone app. Move this stuff out of the way. So you can run this standalone too, which is again more useful if you're using it for live uses. All right, but head over here. You can pick it up for yourself. As you can see, import voice samples, record your voice, generate a new track, transform, all kinds of stuff that you can do with this pretty cool new AI plugin. Again, not connected to the cloud, but directly on your computer. Okay, now they also have Synthesizer V, so I don't want to go into this in this video because it'll make it 8 hours long, but this is a really awesome product to where you can create voices. And like I said, I don't want to go into it here. We'll probably go into it in a different video, but you can also use Vocoflex with this here as well by generating vocals, by generating lyrics. And again, it's quite amazing. You should watch some of the videos on that. Again, I should have a video on this here pretty soon as well, but you can use these two together.
I want to go to the moon. To go to the moon.
So if you want to get both of these, you can head over here to the shop and get yourself a bundle of Dreamtonics vocal creation bundle here. You get both of those, Synthesizer V with Vocoflex at 10% off if you want both of those, or just get Vocoflex if you want. Okay, so if you want to pick this up for yourself, again, we'll have links in the description below. But as I said up top, folks, the future is here. We have AI voice generation. We have AI voice swapping and changing and transforming directly on your computer now in real time, right in your DAW, thanks to Vocoflex from Dreamtonics. Again, link in the description below. Go check it out.
It's been hard to breathe with the weight of the world on my chest.
At times it seems that all I ever get are just hard times.
In dark nights, in sleepless times,
Tossing and turning, maybe one night I win one fight.